Crunch time. Morning, everybody. Welcome.
It's time for Breath of the Wild stream.
It's not. It's not. Don't tell them that. I do have a Zelda shirt on today. Just got Ganon and the Triforce and
Skulltula.
yeah, some other things. Anyway, hi. Morning. I hope everyone's had a pretty good morning so far. Hopefully you're awake. It's you know, always difficult for me to get up in the mornings, like on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Mm-hmm.
But by the time breakfast stream starts, I'm usually leveled out pretty good. I'm like, all right, how are those? We got something new to try. These are these are weird, and they look weird.
They do look weird.
These are Pop-Tarts. Would you believe me if I told you that these were brown sugar cinnamon? These are the whole grain variant of brown sugar cinnamon. And that's odd.
It is interesting.
Let me try it.
Coffee!
The filling is the same, and the frosting is the same, but the breading is kind of just...
Is the frosting the same?
I don't know. But the breading tastes like cardboard.
Yeah, these are interesting. These are Pop-Tart brand, by the way. These are official Pop-Tarts. They're just whole grain brown sugar cinnamon, and they don't taste bad. But do they taste like the other thing? The normal ones?
Yeah.
No. Not really. The filling is the same, so that's familiar. But the Pop-Tart bread part, the crust, is very different. Like, very, very different. Not bad. Is it a healthier alternative?
Maybe.
Maybe slightly.
We didn't have the box to compare.
Yeah. So, the other ones probably taste better, but these aren't bad. They're certainly not bad, especially, like, I mean, they're sweet, but, you know, I'd never had them. My mom found them. I don't know where she got them, and then dropped them off. We've had them for a long time. It's just we've been working our way through other things.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw someone asked if we still ate toast on breakfast stream, and I mean we will, but we don't. We haven't went out for groceries in such a long time that we don't have any bread. So when we go out for groceries, which will be this week, probably like Wednesday,
Yeah.
then we'll get some bread again.
Time to make your own. I can. I'm just gonna take a while.
I'd rather just buy the bread. You did make bread once though, didn't you?
A few times.
I remember once. I don't remember the other times. And I just feel like it was like a thing early in our marriage, but I'm not
That
sure.
I did.
Yeah.
See, I don't know if I've ever made it since we've been married.
Oh, well, maybe I don't remember correctly. I'm not sure.
The last time I made bread, I'm pretty sure, was when I was student teaching, and I made sourdough from scratch with my own starter.
Maybe I'm just thinking of that.
Yeah, you never had that.
Okay. Maybe I just remember you telling me about it since we were still dating at the time. We're engaged?
Engaged.
You're engaged.
Mm-hmm.
Real Goose asks what kind of coffee we're drinking. So we
I think that's Kirkland brand.
Yeah, the Costco has their own brand. Well, is it Kirkland brand?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. And it's like Pacific Bold. It's extremely cheap. And it if it tastes good and is cheap, then I'm interested. So we just have, it comes in a box of how many? 120?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I like those. People mail us Tim Hortons a lot, which we enjoy, but then we drink them all. So we have that to basically fall back on and drink. And I'm not really particular about coffee too much. You know? I drink it black, so. Anyway. Let me,
My mouth is so dry.
They are a little chalky.
I'm almost done that coffee.
They're a little chalky, but like they're not bad though. They're not bad. It's not even like I'm trying to get through this. It's actually fine. We're just used to the other ones is all. Renee says dip it in your coffee. They'd probably dissolve. It just like straight into the coffee. Let me start reading some of these alerts since there's quite a few already. We got 16 months from Isashi09. We get a sub from Suraj G. Welcome. 500 bits from the Petros 14. Excited to say baby Annalie is the size of a cabbage this next week. Been a few weeks since I was able to send an update, but love being able to talk about our progress during pregnancy to others besides those close to me. Sorry if sending these so much is a bit much, but thanks for keeping things entertaining, you two. No, it's fun. It's like a fun walk through exactly, what's happening. The size of a cabbage. But ultimately, far more entertaining than a cabbage. Petros, best of luck to you. And I look forward to, continued updates. So a Cabbage Patch Kid. Technically, yes.
Carly had one of them.
Technically, yes. Let's see. Mike asked if God of War is on the list of future LPs. It's on my list of projects to do. It's not like the best guarantee, but it, along with many other games, is on a master list of. I have a list of like solo stuff that I'm going to do, or want to do better. Is better phrase for that. But God of War's on there.
A Cabbage Baby now? Mal? Carly had a Cabbage Patch Kid doll.
Is that the one she beat you with?
Yeah, I think its name was Rosie, and it was it had no hair, and it had just this massive plastic head and like a soft body, and she would just
beat you with it. Yeah. Well. Man, okay, yeah, those are
real chalky. Yeah, I ate both of them, and I'm like, really hoping this coffee isn't too hot.
But they're not bad.
Sounds about right for siblings. Yep.
I stand by it. Let's see. We got 19 months from Kazi Ninja 19. Kazi, thank you. 300 bits from Prince, who says, so I'm going to be on mobile for most of the stream because I'm getting my car's headlights changed. Yes, both of them. Both of them went out as I was going home from IHOP at midnight. Luckily, my highlights are still working. Sorry to the 3 cars I blinded the other night, but yeah, you guys will keep me company while I'm sitting in the car shop this morning. That's kind of nuts. For both of them to go out together? Weird. I guess that's super convenient. I mean, not while you're driving, but like convenient in the sense of like, well, I got the maximum amount of time out of both lights.
Yeah. You know what was weird? And I always said this with the Escape. Our old car, the lights never went out as long as I could remember.
They never did.
I know, and I was changing them like every 6 months on my Kia.
Yeah.
When I had my Kia Spectra.
Yeah, we owned the Escape. When did I get the Escape? Was a 2004, and I got it in 2008.
Mm-hmm.
So we owned the Escape for 12 years, and I never changed the headlights once.
They were going out all the time on my car.
No idea why.
And Stephanie's dad took care of it a lot, or my dad, depending on where it was.
I got the car when the car had 60,000 lights.
Mm-hmm. 60,000.
It was a biblically accurate angel, I tell you what. It was, it had 60,000 miles on it, and then we ended up putting we got to 210, so we put 150,000 miles on it. So yeah, 150,000 miles over the course of 12 years, and we never replaced the lights. How? I don't know. Magic? Oh, Ooch Blaze, thank you. 5 milk bombs this morning. 60,000 lights, just very bright. Just everything in a mile radius just melts. Anyway, we got 22 months from Satsy, who says, good golly, 22 months. That's almost 2 whole years, which means it's been nearly 2 years since you started. That's a lot of time. Been glorious the whole way. Aw. Well, thank you. I'm glad that you've enjoyed the show. I have also enjoyed the show and enjoyed seeing what the show has become. It's been fun. And now I can look back and be like, man, we've really, we've seen a lot of changes over the time that we've done it. Satsy says, I don't normally say things that aren't sass. I appreciate the genuine heart-to-heart. 3 months from Miss Mayhem 310, that's a plus. 13 months from Casey Doc Graphs. 6 months from Item Crafting Live, ending the 2nd and starting on the 3rd trimester. Thank you, grandparents, for the amazing content, and thank you, chat, for the inviting community. Also, thank you, chat, for the inviting community. On behalf of me, I just really love that everyone can chill here, and everyone's like, yeah, this is good, inviting, inclusive. I appreciate it. 200 bits from Frosty. Thank you, Frosty. 22 months from Murmur says, I don't know you. Is this a reference to it? Is this a Taylor Swift song? This is the Taylor Swift song! This is the Taylor Swift song!
Steven, with his deep knowledge of Taylor Swift.
My brain just went, and I was like you know that GIF where the lady sees like all of the math formulas in front of her? That was me right then, but it was just like Taylor Swift's face and also some math. I'm feeling 22. I love the streams in this community so much. Y'all are amazing. Much love. Got there. That's not even... Is that the one that I knew, though? I apparently know it because I was able to, like, see it, but...
I don't know you.
There's a different one.
This is crazy. Call me, maybe? That may not be all the right words.
But that's a different song. There's a song. Taylor Swift has a song. It's like, I'm 22 now.
Oh, it's a different song? Okay.
I know what you don't know! What about that? Look at that! The Call Me Maybe is a different thing. It's like, I don't know you... Get away from it. Just think of Bobby from King of the Hill. That's my purse! I don't know you! Call me maybe! It's a different thing. Carly Rae Jepsen. It's like, this is crazy. We just met. Call me maybe. That's it. But I don't actually know the 22 thing. I just know that it's a song. Anyway. Whew. Sorry, I just went on a mental journey. It was like I was trying to drive on a road, but there wasn't really road there. And there's like someone out in front trying to pave as the car is driving. It's like the world's worst game of
Isn't there
curling.
Isn't there a Roadrunner cartoon where Wile E. Coyote's sitting down?
He's the conductor of the train,
train
but he's also putting down the tracks.
Renee, that's really good.
Anyway. God, my hair is fluffy.
Yesterday, you were sitting there with your brush and you were like trying to fluff it.
Oh, yeah, before I went to bed, I was looking at it, and I had an afro, and I was like, man, that's crazy. So I took I have a hairbrush, and I just brushed it backwards, and it was like...
You're brushing it forwards.
Yeah, backwards.
Forwards.
This would be forwards.
No, that's back.
But this is...
This is brushing back, because you're going to the back of your head.
But that doesn't make any sense. Because this is... Forward is...
Mal is right.
But why? But why is... This should be forward.
No.
Because this is the normal direction. Forward.
You're brushing it back, though. Back off your face, to the back of your head. Towards your back. Hey, I may not have gotten the Taylor Swift song, but I know this. I've brushed my hair a lot longer than you.
Where is your spine, Stephen? In my back. Back. Well, this should be called the reverse, then. There is no front. There is no forward. There is only back and reverse. 3 hops this time. 19 months for Shaman. Thank you. 500 bits from Jared Dillon. Yaha! And I can't stress this enough. Ha! People are enjoying those emotes. If anyone wasn't here on Friday, they're just probably confused as to why we have yaha. But we're playing Breath of the Wild, and there's these little monsters, Koroks, that are everywhere, and they're very frightening. But we've learned since that they are genuinely helpful. Like the things they give you have a purpose, and they're not just like collect them all for no reason.
Of course they have a purpose.
You don't, Mallory. There are so many things in games that have no purpose. So I was not sure. I was not sure. Anyway. So we have those. We're gonna at least have those emotes stick around for the duration of Breath of the Wild. So enjoy them while we got them. We got 300 bits from JaiJai102. Good morning. Hope you have an amazing day. Well, thank you. Hope your day is also very, very good. 13 months from Nixelpad. Morning, grandparents. Let's open up these beans. Thank you, Nixelpad.
This pit of beans.
That's what Jack says when he's about to make coffee.
Which is a lot.
Yeah.
Or
But
maybe
if he's
Jules always making the coffee.
If he's going to grind beans, that's what he says. Let's open up these beans. We should make it would be a fun variation on the bumper from last time about opening up the pit, but it's just him opening up various things. Let's open up these chips. But he's always like equally as excited.
Who's here this morning? Sab? Sab, remind us.
He goes to get in the car and he's like, "Let's open up this car!" And then it lets someone else into the car. It's good.
Let's open up
it.
this fridge.
Oh, that one's good. That one's really good.
Dishwasher's done. Oh boy, let's open the dishwasher.
It's genuinely good.
I'll write it down somewhere.
It's genuinely good. 22 months from BC 2014. Can't say this morning since I've started working from home, but have a great one. Aw. Well, I hope work goes well today. And thanks for the reset, BC. We got 300 bits from NT70. Just wanted to say, hey, I'm a longtime lurker, hoping to become more active in the future. Love you all. Well, first off, thanks for saying hi. And I hope that you also become more active. I've actually had a lot of people reach out in the past month or so and say something very similar about how, you know, they've been a part of the community for a long time, but they're normally not, you know, in chat like talking very often, and that they're going to try and change that. And you know, I want everyone to do whatever makes them happiest and comfortable, but I love seeing you know, people get involved. Let's see.
Chat has a really good suggestions for things for Jackdo.
Doing surgery on an Englishman. Let's open up this Brit. Oh, you're just trying to find... I mean, trying to find things that rhyme with pit would be fun.
Let's open up this copy of Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo Switch.
But doing actual rhymes would be fun, but that would be really hard because you'd run out of words really quick.
Let's open up this jar of pickles. He can't and hands it to someone else. Also, Brandon said there's art of Kepi.
There's art of Kepi? Sure. Let's roll the art then. That's fine. We don't normally have a lot of breakfast stream art. This is from Sapphire Becca.
Oh
my goodness. You haven't seen that vlog.
No, I watched that part because I read the comments.
Oh, did you?
And they were like, oh, Kepi in the first minute. And I was like, okay, I gotta see this.
Sound like Haley looking for footage of herself. Because I asked Haley, I was like, Haley, do you watch the vlog? She's like, no. Only the parts I'm in. I'm like, okay. He's very cute. He's very cute. I remember when I had that shot set up, when he came over, I was like, oh, this will be cute. I wasn't planning on him showing up, but I had opened that can, and you open a can, and the cat's like...
Capu?
Can? Mm-hmm. He's cute. 2 months from available username, good morning. 300 bits from Shy says, so addendum to my recommendation from last week, the show I suggested went from Netflix for now to Netflix no more. Luckily, it's not just lost to the ether. Ruroni can, or Ruro Uni, read that right, can still be watched on CR in both sub and dub for free, even if ever you feel so inclined. Yeah, sometimes there's things that I've recommended to people on Netflix, and I'm like, I think it was on Netflix, and then they look and they're like, it's not. So that happens. That's happened with there's been, not shows, because I haven't really recommended a whole lot of shows to folks, but movies for sure. There's been movies I'm like, this movie, and then it's no longer on there. 2 months from Raging Gymnast. Love all your content. Was wondering if you would play Valorant again. It's possible. It's possible. It was mostly intended as a one-off for, you know, our group to play this game no one's ever played before. But would we play it again? I mean, we're not unwilling, basically. There's some other games that we'd like to do one-offs of, though. And, you know, keep trying different styles of games. Sorry, Psychopomp, thank you for the 5 milk bombs. Everybody getting some calcium this morning.
I'm almost out of creamer for my coffee. I think I have enough for tomorrow.
We're going shopping tomorrow.
I know.
So you good.
I used it perfectly. Rationing my creamer.
You rationed out the creamer. 5 months from back in red. 5! It's my 5th month. Have you left your daily offering to Archangel Peggy? Creepy music for that.
Yeah.
that sub. Wow. Just letting it hit a little bit. 300 bits from Squid. Funny how you mentioned Breath of the Wild while I started replaying it again this morning. I just got crushed by a boulder. Yeah. There's been a lot of folks been replaying it, which is nice. Even Chaz, who, you know, doesn't normally play games, even started replaying Breath of the Wild. Because whenever I turn on my Switch for Animal Crossing,
sometimes it's like,
you know, Chaz is playing Breath of the Wild.
Mm-hmm. I've seen that too.
It's a good game. And actually, yeah, Luna Boy says this sounds like Coliseum lamp music. I think it was. I think this is what this might be the track I used during the little sitcom intro when we show the lamp. I think that was actually the same song.
Yeah, I think that was.
So, That makes sense. 500 bits from breadboards for breakfast. No message, but appreciate the cheers. Got some star rain happening. 20 months from Jizak. Morning. I ended up catching up with Friday's stream last night. Had to stop eating my chips. I was laughing so hard at the hoedown hell. Thanks for the laughs. It was unexpected. It was certainly unexpected. Although I have to admit, you know, in terms of where it happened in the stream, happening at the end might be for the best.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that the other day, and I was like, you know, it caught me off guard because we had basically ended the stream, but it was probably for the best because then none of the game part gets delayed at all. It's like we still got through all the game. People that are there to, you know, watch the game live got to experience that, and then all of the wild nonsense still happens. So it's probably good timing. Is that music? Is it the same music? Oh no, this is different now. What is this? Think about how when you start slurring your words when you have to sing 30 songs in a row. Sometimes when I'm singing, it don't come out right. It's because I've sung so late into the night. I try to do my best. I try to be real heard, but sometimes I keep going, really slur my words. Really slurs my words. It does happen.
I wasn't even sure if you were reading sometimes.
What do you mean?
Like when you were saying like, oh, that was 5,000 bits from whoever. You were like, just trying to say it so fast.
Well, I was trying to get through it so that I would be ready for the next thing.
Yeah.
But it also meant that there was basically no preparation on any of the songs Friday night. Like, there wasn't any time to think of a first rhyme or maybe even a second rhyme. It was just non-stop, had to be completely top of head during the middle of the song, which made it harder, but it was fun. It's still fun. Mr. Incredible Nude Lord... Nude Lord is very different. Slurring the words. Mr. Incredible Noob Lord with the 5,000 bits. Thank you. It's too early for slurring the words. 7 months from Spaceboy 333. On to 7 months. Also finally caught up on the vlog. Oh, nice. And I'm relatively caught up on the vlog.
Yeah.
Relatively. I've got to do... Yes, actually, what is it? Sunday's vlog's done, so that'll be released today, and then maybe yesterday's. Today will be a little interesting because today is also a first 20 stream. Probably could have announced that earlier. Every time I say that, I've always got people that are like, "What time will that happen?" And I'm always like, "I don't know. I don't know. Sometime."
Brandon, oh.
Yeah, mods. Don't worry. Chaz will be here, so you good. Chaz is here. If any other mods want to be here, that's cool, and obviously help is always appreciated, but like Chaz is going to be here for sure. So, anyway, that's going to happen later today. Playing through, you know, at least 4 things. So, I'm excited. There's two dev keys.
Uh-huh.
I think one of the games will catch people off guard. They'll be like, "Oh, you're playing this," and I'll be like, "Yeah, why not? Sure." And then there's another game that I've been really interested in for a long time, and it just got I was gonna say a Switch port, but I think it's a console port, just in general, so be trying that out too.
I think I need some water. Because I drank my coffee and my mouth's still dry.
Well, go get a water. You good.
Okay.
Sing about Mr. Incredible Nude Lord, hashtag family friendly. Danny. I'm going to sing about something and I don't want to be rude. Did you know that I got a buddy who is incredibly nude? Also, did you know that maybe he drives a Ford? I'm, of course, talking about Mr. Incredible Nude Lord. Mr. Incredible Nude Lord. You know, if he drives a Ford, he might get 12 years without changing the headlights. Sure. Sure, why not? Also, my apologies to Mr. Incredible Noob Lord, who didn't ask for this, but it's now. I don't have a license, so... You don't have to have a license to have a Ford. Maybe you just keep it around for looking at. Maybe you keep it in front of a green screen so you can shoot all of the movie segments in the car. There's a lot of different possibilities. Those 5,000 bits from Danny X6. I don't know if we've ever had a breakfast song from Danny that didn't include in the message #family friendly. I think every time.
I was trying to get Kevin
It's always
to
a
follow
trip.
me. He's drinking water.
Drinking water. He was drinking, and whenever I said that, he stopped and just looked up at me and was like... He might come up. It's possible. We get a sub from Sharanzi. Welcome. 4 months from Ravencloak. Good morning. Another month gone and another month to look forward to. I'm excited to enjoy more Breath of the Wild streams, breakfast streams, Animal Crossing touch parties, etc. with this amazing community. Thank you both. Oh, I'm glad that you're enjoying the Animal Crossing parties. I'm thinking back, and I'm still very happy that we decided to break that off into its own channel.
Yes.
I think Fossix had stats of like how many messages,
yeah,
or something. It was unreal. It was like after we added that the Animal Crossing channel in Discord. It was like, I want to say like almost double the messages of the entire Discord or something. It was nuts. Or was it Brandon? Was Brandon the one that did that? I just associate Fossix with stats so much. I was like, if it's something that can be measured, I was like, I'm pretty sure Fossix did that. But I mean, that's good. That's good. I've actually yesterday was the first day since Animal Crossing came out that I hadn't played it.
I thought there was another day.
Nope.
Okay.
On that day, I didn't get to play when all the shops were open, but I still had opened it. But yesterday was the first day since Animal Crossing came out in March that I did not play the game. And I just did not have time. So, and I knew there's a very particular part of my day where I know that if I don't play it, I'm not going to play it. And I was like, well, Thomas says, doesn't it feel great? There was, I think it was Dan, we were doing game night, and the Animal Crossing episodes that are coming out now, they were recorded like a month ago, and we were talking recently, and he's like, I haven't played Animal Crossing in like 3 weeks, and I was like, oh yeah, and he's like, I feel like I'm free. I was like, you should play it if it's something that you're enjoying. If it's something that you're not enjoying,
stop playing. Yeah.
You know, then truly don't play it. I've been trying to collect. Lately I've been trying to collect the clothing, and that's about all I've been doing. You know, I turn it on and I go to the shop and I check off the clothing, and then move on. So. Wetbone is still there, and I need to end that saga. Thomas, we'll go back to your island. We'll go back to your island. We actually need to record. We need to record another one. Like probably not this Saturday because people won't be ready, but we'll do it next Saturday. Yeah, I need to finish mine. Wetbone Part 2, the wet sequel. Sounds like a good time to me. 300 bits with Star Rating from Tentacrout. very, very cute.
Cute.
Very, very cute emote. 6 months from Tropical Freeze 21. 6 months. Hopefully soon, the thermodynamics of the sun will grow the seeds into beautiful toast men in the yard. That's what will happen. That's what happened to ours, I think.
Yeah.
There was toast seeds. 3 months from Ziasarn. Morning all. Wait, is that a plus I see? Thank you all so much for being an amazing community, and here's hoping for many more. And I'm moving back to my home today. Well, good luck on your move. And also, you're at 3 months, so yeah, congrats on your plus. It's exciting. I can't believe that we've got just another month, and then we'll start seeing 2s.
Soon.
I can't believe it. 9 months from Pink XX Kiss. Finally, 9 months. In big part thanks to the community. So what should we call my Twitch baby community? I know that they've got great names. What about pasta? Just because I like pasta.
Are you saying that because we had pasta last night?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, 100%. That is why. So, you know what? I'm going to bring this up because this is a thing.
I don't even know what you could possibly be saying.
Doesn't that make it exciting? Who knows? Who knows? Here's the thing. If you're eating spaghetti with red sauce, tomato sauce, and you're going to put a meat in it, your first thought, I'm going to assume, is probably beef over something like chicken, if it's red sauce. It seems like, I mean, I don't know if it's a worldwide thing, but it's certainly like a US thing. We tend to associate like chicken in pasta with like white sauce, with Alfredo. But chicken in red sauce is also very good. Some people are saying sausage. I mean, yeah. I've only ever done sausage in pasta a few times. Some are saying, okay, lamb, turkey, shrimp gang. See, I associate shrimp with white sauce too, to be honest. Brandon says, I agree that the idea of chicken red sauce is atypical in most U.S. culture. Anyway,
Well,
that's what we made.
When we worked at Carrabba's, I had like an 8 or 9-year-old get really upset that we didn't have some type of sauce at Carrabba's. I don't remember what kind of sauce it was.
We had like 6 sauces.
I know we did, and they were like really upset over it. And like when I went to take their order, and she's like, "Well, then I don't want anything." And I looked at the parents, and they were like, "We can't believe you guys don't have this sauce. What kind of Italian restaurant are you?" It's like,
what?
I have no idea what it was.
Also, real talk. I'm just gonna come down here with the slam. I'm not a parent, but like, if you have raised your kid to be like, if I can't have this one thing, then I choose not to eat. That's not good. We had 6 freaking sauces, man. 6.
Yeah.
Probably. I don't know. I'm making up a number that seems realistic. Because we had marinara, and we had marinara, but then we also had another variation on a red sauce.
Sugar Rosa.
Is that it? Sugar Rosa?
Mm-hmm.
And we had Alfredo.
Mm-hmm.
We had something that was like a mix of both.
That was... Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But I don't remember what that one was.
And then we had a sauce that was like a lot of herbs and it was very thin. It was the sauce they put on the dish you always get.
Oh yeah, the Tagliarini Picapacu.
Yeah, that.
God, that's a good sauce. What is it? I don't know.
I don't remember.
And of course you could do like pesto or something. Thomas says that was a lot of words. Yeah, it was abbreviated to the Tag Pick Pack. but it was the Tagliarini Picabaku. And they changed the name because no one could say it.
Yeah.
They've changed the name now to...
I don't remember. You order it.
Something else. It's like one of my favorite...
Vodka sauce. That's what the child wanted. No, was it clam? Maybe it was a clam something.
It's clam, because we didn't have clam.
Yeah, that was it. Anyway. I just remember being blown away that this child would eat nothing else, and the parents were like, we can't believe this. We want to talk to someone. And I think I called over the person who was working set.
The whole family.
The person who was working window.
Mother, father, all the kids.
It was a big table.
They all had the identical Karen haircut and all in unison. You don't have the sauce.
I think I sent the guy manager over, and I was like, this family wants the sauce, and we don't have it. And he's like, let me go talk to them. I think it was clam sauce. Because it was something we didn't have at all and could not make.
I mean, the one thing I remember about working at Carrabba's is that they were super accommodating. Like, if they could make something, they would try. They probably wouldn't want that like advertised, but like they really went the extra mile to try and do something if you wanted to do something. So, but yeah, I don't know, man. As far as I'm concerned, if you're eating pasta, you got red and white and pesto. Just choose one. Put meat in any of them that you want, and that's your options. Red, white, or green. The colors of the Italian flag, dang it.
Sugar Rosa sauce is really good, though.
Or white pesto. Or, what's the other sauce that's white that's not, Alfredo?
Clam sauce.
Brandon says, so how was chicken red sauce? Like how Brandon is chazzing this to try and get us back on track. Like, okay, so where were you going with all of this? Anyway, the point of my story is, isn't that weird? Chicken with red sauce? Moving on. 300 bits from Macau 2020 with the Bob Ross Star Rain. Thank you, Macau. 7 months from SG Shields Gaming. I made it live for the first time in a year. Welcome. Welcome. It's exactly as it was when you left off. Coffee. 300 bits from Maximin. Last Friday it was 100 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 38 for normal people. And I had to push shopping carts in that weather for 8 hours. My bank is still hurting from Friday's massacre of Stephen's Mine. Also because I spent so much, the fraud department called me the next day asking if I made those purchases. Friday was a day to say the least. Oh. I'm sorry about the temperature thing. 100 degrees is hot. And like humidity, depending on the humidity where you are, that can either be somewhat reasonable or entirely crazy. But if you have to do it for 8 hours, even if it's like reasonable, it becomes unreasonable. So
yeah,
I hope you got a chance to rest, because that is too hot. Too hot. Brandon says, let me tell you, sometimes people make charges you're tasked with verifying that you are quite embarrassed to verify. I was going to say, that reminds me of, not that I want to talk about her old occupation, but that reminds me of Lindsay's old job.
Yeah.
She had to do some customer service work, like where you check the helpline or whatever for stuff. She had some interesting experiences doing that. 300 bits from Fella Gray. It says, just want to say good morning and hope you have a good day. Thank you. I hope you have a great day as well. Finally getting to Uchi Plays 5 subs. To keep the Yin Yang Werewolf, 2 to power 10, FJ Time, Guardian 867, and Raz Jerry. Thank you, Uchi. 20 months from Wizard Grad Student. Wait, 20 months? But the last few months have counted for 5 years, right? I mean, as far as I'm concerned, yeah. As far as Twitch is concerned, less so. 300 bits from Senhall. Can I interest you in a Nintendo Switch? Yes, you can. After watching your Breath of the Wild stream, I really want one. So does my son, a friend remarked. Might just have to buy my first ever gaming console once I've completed a forthcoming intercontinental move.
Ooh.
Well, first off, good luck with that move. Because
Yeah.
that's going to be a whole thing. But you'll feel so much better once you're finally done. And then I wish you luck. Right now, Switches are a little hard to come by. They're still available. They're just... When they become available, they are gone immediately. You know, I see them get posted on Twitter that like, oh, Switches are out, you know, and available. Oh, Switches are available. So it's not impossible to get one. It's just the days of being able to just walk into a Walmart and pick one up are not
right now.
Not currently upon us, unfortunately. We get a sub from Ruby Moon XOX. Welcome. 6 months from Shaden's Waifu 2018. Good morning, grandparents. Glad to spend breakfast with you. I'm glad you're here. Hope your morning's going well. 3 months from DJ Kaizo. We get a sub from Sasquatch Bug. Welcome. 300 bits from Jam. It says, random facts. Squid brains are donut-shaped. Their esophagus runs through it. If a squid eats something too big, it can get brain damage. Twinkies used to be filled with banana cream until World War II shortages. The scientific name for the striped skunk is Mephitis, which is Latin meaning stinky stinky. When the Pope dies, they hit him on the head with a silver mallet 3 times and say his name to make sure he's dead. A group of bunnies is called a fluffle. The squid one really caught me off guard.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, you know, what's in that head of theirs. But the fact that their esophagus goes through their brain is weird. Very weird. Anyway, Jam. Thank you. 100 bits from Suraj. Appreciate it. 300 bits from White Wolf. Good morning, grandparents. Just wonder, has your sanity come back yet after Friday's stream? Also probably going to be lurking for the next half hour while I lose my sanity trying to get the last 3 things I need to finish maxing out the best armor in Breath of the Wild. Well, good luck on your quest. And yeah, I think my sanity has come back. Friday was wild, but it was a lot of fun for me. I enjoy the rush of trying to make songs that quickly, like back to back without stopping. It's a good test to see if I can handle it. You know, some songs are not as good as others, but we had some that were I was surprised. I was like, oh, that was good. Good job. And we did a duet.
We did.
That's fun.
You're very excited about that.
I was excited about the duet. It's fun because one of the things we've talked about adding is the Irish drinking song, which is performed as a duet. And you know, being tasked to suddenly do a duet with the normal hoedown song, I was like, oh, you know what? I think we could do Irish drinking song. I think we could make this happen. So something we're thinking about. Let's see. 300 bits from Prince. I feel I should clarify both didn't turn off at the same time. I had been told by my manager she noticed one light was out that day. Then as I am heading home at midnight, the other light went out. Yesterday I drove Mom's car to work. I mean, still, that's the same day, though. And that's crazy. I mean, a lot of times, that's not how it works. You would think that it would work similar, because they should be rated for the same amount of life. Mm-hmm. But that's never how it works out, so that's actually kind of crazy that it still did it that close together. Tired Psychopomp 91 with the 5 gift subs. To PPT Gamer, Green Wolf 5, Reanimalator, The Legend of Daniel, and Intelligent One. Appreciate it. Thank you. Got 100 bits from Yo Schiller. Hey, Yo Schiller. Thank you. We got, what ultimately, I guess, adds up to 903 bits from Tired Psychopomp with the Star Rain. Yeah, ha, ha! That meant less to them because I was clearing them as I said it, but...
Yeah. You weren't sending them out.
Yeah, that's fine. They understand what I'm doing. We got Siraj G gifting a sub to Ruby Howe. 2 months at tier 2 from Ashley Justine. Thank you, Ashley. 12 months, that's a year. From IC Patterns. Well, it's been a year. Really enjoyed the editing on the most recent Stephen and Friends. Loved the chaos. Stay healthy, grandparents. Actually, we just watched the next Stephen and Friends
Yes.
that's coming out this coming Saturday,
Yes.
and it's good. It's Tom's Island, and it's so funny because Tom has cleared his island, and there's nothing there. Like, there's very, very little to see, and it's still a hilarious video.
Yeah, it is.
I was worried when we did the episode because I was like, I knew that Tom did not have a whole lot there at all, but it still worked out. There was still a lot of...
We had fun.
There was still a lot of funny stuff, so... Anyway, I'm glad people are enjoying Stephen and Friends.
There's another Kepi art.
There's another Kepi art?
There's another Kepi art, Brandon said.
Do it. What's it say in Star Trek? Make it so. Make it so. Sarah Tinton. Oh my God. Put Kepi in pelican mouth.
Meow.
Also extremely relevant since we were just talking about Tom's Island. Tom has kind of been the person of the group to embrace
Pelican mouth.
Pelican mouth.
Safe place for Kepi.
Safe place for Kepi. Tara, thank you. Satsy says, please take Kep out of Pelican mouth. Kep belongs in Pelican mouth. 15 months from Lugo44. With we got some various emotes there. Thank you, Lugo. 500 bits from Jared Dillon. I like your songs, but they need more Lord of the Flies. That was one of my favorite. That was one of my favorite songs that we ever did.
You did.
I just say we, then you get included.
Yeah, I know.
You did this too. This is on you. We get 9 months from Goose. That is triple plus. Appreciate it. Got 19 months from Laney Bears. 19 months and less than 3 weeks until my baby's due date. Planning on putting together the Animal Crossing nursery today, so pictures will definitely be shared soon.
That's cool.
Ooh. I'm really looking forward to that. That'll be really, really cool. Man, 3 weeks. That's so exciting. What day?
What?
I was like, what, are we in July?
We are.
Yeah, we're in July. 3 weeks is like early August. It took me a minute because it's like, what? I know what year it is, but like, what month is it? And we were talking about that last stream too, because Alex.
Lainey says due August 1st.
Oh wow! So just barely sneaking in to August, barely in August, baby. Very cool, very cool. Yeah, keep us up to date because I want to see. I want to see that nursery. 300 bits from Danny X6. After that lovely song, I really want my Animal Crossing New Horizons passport title to be incredibly nude. And of course, my songs are family friendly. I wouldn't want you to sing anything dirty. No, that would be terrible. Also, anyone holding out for the passport title to be added nude, probably not going to get it. Sadly. I don't think that would be...
I think mine right now is surprising trash.
Surprising trash?
Because I was going to visit Haley's Island, and she's like, wow, that's some surprising trash.
I think you need a little more self-worth.
I was just going through seeing what was the strangest thing I could come up with.
Okay. I hear that and I'm like, that causes me a concern. You are not trash. 500 bits from the Bella Bunny. It says, up until recently, I had a reliable source for ground camel meat. I've made tacos, spaghetti, and burgers out of it, and it tasted so much better than beef. Sad I can't get it anymore. It was delicious. That is wild.
Was it gamey or like...
I mean, if it tastes better than beef, I would assume that it's just similar to beef. That would be my assumption. I don't know. I have not had camel, and I do not believe that I'll be in a position to have camel. To be honest, I feel like there's a particular part of the world where that would be more easily available than here. trying to think. You know, I mean, I've had a few strange things, but like, camel's not one of them. It was leaner than extra lean with a smoky aftertaste. Interesting. Huh. Australia has the camels? It's not a thing I would have
Associated.
put together. I've had bison.
Gator.
I had alligator a ton. Alligators.
Well,
just
they're all over the place here.
Yeah, we actually have too many alligators.
The Bella Bunny says, I live in Vancouver, and it was farm raised.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah, the Middle East is where I would have assumed that that's where I would try that sort of thing. Go in your backyard and get your alligator bites. I mean, basically.
Coffee!
Basically. Let's see. 3 bits from Jam. Still a reminder to claim some keys unclaimed for the open first 20 slots. Yes. I'm doing that today. Random guess is one game, Kentucky Route Zero, because that's a game which is finally out recently on consoles. Also, the fantastic Crosscode, just out on Switch, Hype. Amazing coding achievement. And we need you to read more Internet, Grandpa. So the classic Hitchhiker's Guide game or the splendid Stories Untold should be in the future. Also, Steve Jobs' bio reminder. At least finish the kids' book, please. I did finish the kids' book. I did. I don't know if I ever talked about that on the vlog, but the little kids version that Thomas gave me, I did read. And I didn't know Kentucky Route Zero was out. Because I remember I got a key for Kentucky Route Zero a long time ago, and I had planned to cover it once the final act was out, because it was a game in like 5 acts, and I told myself that I would cover it once the final part was out, but I didn't know that it was out. Is it like done finally? Because I was under the assumption they were still waiting on the very last part. It's all out. Oh. Well then. Well, that might be... that Kentucky Route Zero is not one that was on my list for games today. But maybe it should be. It's a game that, from what I could tell, is something I'd probably enjoy. But I didn't want to cover it until it was out so I could recommend it, like, as a complete product to everybody. Okay. I'll look into it. That might be another one that we take a look at today then. Huh. Hopefully we'll do 5 games. If we're not doing any frickin' RPGs, we can do 5 games. Last time we did Xenoblade and Outer Worlds. So that was like
a long time.
It was like 3.5 hours for just those 2 games. Anyway, 300 bits from Satsy. So, flying ants. Do you have them? Also, if I disappear, I'm probably fighting flying ants and or covering my food to prevent other ants. I have seen flying ants, yes. We do have flying ants.
Mostly just fire ants.
But mostly fire ants.
Like, I don't see other ants most of the time.
Yeah, mostly it's fire ants. I don't ever really see ants in the house. I have seen ants in the house, but not in this house, which is good.
We had some on the windowsills down by the bird feeder. Like, they were just tiny, I guess they weren't fire ants. They were real tiny ants. And it's because the windowsill is all cracked.
Yeah.
So I puttied it up, and then it was fine.
Huh.
No, we haven't had any more.
Well, that's good. Yeah, they we have a lot outside.
Yeah.
But also we've tried to be very meticulous in removing the nests.
Fire ant nests.
The fire ant nests. It's bizarre, man. Like how many ants live in those things. It's crazy. If you fall in a fire ant nest.
A big enough one? Yeah, it's real bad.
It doesn't even have to be that big.
Yeah.
If you trip in one or put your foot in one, that's what we call in the industry a bad.
Yeah.
It's like Indiana Jones. Anyway, 3 bits from Murmur. Speaking of terrible heat, I almost said my Animal Crossing has been out. My air conditioning has been out for the past month, but I'm getting it replaced tomorrow. I'm so excited, but the $7,500 price tag hurts a bit.
Yeah.
And my parents have known that pain of the air conditioning suddenly just going away. But it's also, you have to have it. Depending on where you are in the world, it's a requirement, so. I'm glad that you're going to have air conditioning again. If we didn't have air conditioning, we would call the landlord.
Yeah. And be like, hey.
And hopefully they would, answer.
That would be something that would be an emergency if they didn't.
Yeah, if they didn't deal with it, we would just do it ourselves and just tell them we're not paying rent for a while. Be like, sorry. If we didn't have Animal Crossing here, if we didn't have Animal Crossing, we would die.
Air conditioning counts as an emergency here, especially in the summer. Like, same with like if water was leaking like crazy or something.
Yeah. 500 bits from Marty Griff, 1980. Loving the Breath of the Wild. Watching it in a VOD is it's a bit late here in Ireland. On the second night, that picture in the vlog will live in my nightmare. I'm glad that you're enjoying. The streams. There's I've heard from a lot of people, and also the view counts on the streams have been high, so I know that people are going back and deciding to watch it on Twitch, which is totally fine. It'll be on YouTube next month, though.
Also Ireland.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I miss a good Irish breakfast so much.
Ireland was cool. Ireland, and I've said it before, Ireland just really encapsulated what I thought Ireland would be.
Yeah.
Like, the stereotypical ideas that you have for Ireland, like, having been there,
Such pretty landscapes.
That's what I really felt. I was like, yeah, this actually matched up really well for what I had envisioned in my head. 300 bits from Noah. No science fact because I can't think of one, so here's a lab horror story instead.
No.
Oh. I was allocating some antibodies and spilled an entire bottle, which was only 250 microliters, on the floor. It was about $300 worth of antibody, and my lab mates and I just looked at each other in silence and mouths agape for a minute. Thankfully, my PI never found out, but this was about 20 minutes after he offered to pay me over the summer, and I thought I was a dead man.
Oh.
Oh no. Big brain here. What if in the lab, instead of like tile flooring, you've got carpet that's like a foot. It's like super plush carpet. And then if you drop a bottle, it won't break.
I think there's other problems with that, Stephen.
I can think of literally no other
Noah
problems.
says absolutely not.
Everything would catch fire. Listen, Noah, and all we do is we keep solving the problems that show up. Everything will catch fire. Okay. Then you just make it where everything can't catch fire. You spray the carpet down with something that don't catch fire. They got like special stuff for that.
What doesn't catch fire? Water. Special stuff.
Perfect.
But I know that some water does not help all circumstances like grease fires.
Make the lab floor a pool. We are getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. Just stand in tubs of water. I like this a lot. You just stand in tubs and work from inside the tubs. I've solved this problem, and it took me like 2 minutes. Perfect. And the high voltage equipment. Okay, well, you just run. Listen, give everyone what's those little wrist straps when you're the static electricity straps when you're working on the computers. Give everyone one of those. Rubber boots. Rubber boots. Rubber boots. I'm now envisioning Noah.
Like just huge waiters?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love it. Someone will walk in and they'll be like, "Are y'all cranberry farming in here?" You're like, "No, we're doing science." Anyway. Glad I could solve these problems in the science community. No one's ever going to drop a thing again. Actually, they will, and then it'll just dissolve into the water. What was that? It was acid, and we need to get out of the pool. 300 bits.
Spoken like a true film student.
Hi, everyone. I'm Stephen George. I'm a film student. I'm here to help you science-proof this science room. If I ever visited like a lab, I would walk in and be like, "Y'all doing some science in here?" And then they would ask me politely yet firmly to leave. 300 bits from Dark Overlord. The skunk thing just reminds me of that red fox's vulpus vulpus or fox's foxes. That's funny. Also, I read Red Fox and was thinking of the comedian and actor, and I was like, Red Fox's vulpus vulpus. And then it occurred to me that you meant someone other than...
Someone other than
Red Fox. We got a sub from Lunar Lover 98. Welcome. 18 months from Luna Gazer 806. Good morning, grandparents. Now back to lurking and not saying much in chat as I usually do. I miss a lot of the streams due to work, but try to catch what I can. Keep up the amazing work you both do. I appreciate it. And congrats on your 1+.
Sorry, Chess.
Chess is for the 3 people here old enough to know Red Fox. Man. I grew up on that show, so... I'm coming, Elizabeth! Anyway. It's not an obscure reference, it's just an old reference. It's not obscure. I mean, I guess it is. I guess it's obscure now. I love Sanford and Son. 9 months from Flaze Fires. Thanks for always helping me get through the week. No problem. 300 bits from Gold Mage. Sea lions are opportunistic eaters, eating fish, squid, and even various kinds of birds. In other news, I finished my 4th or 5th playthrough of Bioshock, this time choosing weapon upgrades randomly throughout, now doing the same with Bioshock 2. Finally, I have over 73 counted mosquito bites on my body at the moment. Oh my god. Not counting ones on my back I can feel but not see. This I thought I would share with 300 strangers. You're welcome.
It's a lot.
That's concerning. I mean, you know, I just want to... Satsy says, 600 strangers. I just want to ask, how?
I mean, 73 bites, how?
I mean, I guess, like, to some extent, depending on where you are and how prevalent mosquitoes are, if you have to be outside for any amount of time, like, you're just going to get bit. It's just going to happen. So, we'll see.
I've been going on late night walks. They must be vicious there.
That's...
You had one yesterday when we went for a walk.
God, I never talked about that on the vlog. We went for... It's very funny. We went for a walk, and Mal and I are just walking, and we're just chatting, and I was saying something, and I turned to her, and she looks at me, and then her face, like, she just, like, stares, and then she just takes her hand and just hits me.
Not like that. I went...
Wow. If that's what you thought you did, your memory is very bad. It's just like...
Gold Mage is in New York City near a salt marsh.
Oh, well, yeah, that would probably do it.
I can see where it was biting you.
Really?
Right there.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, I can feel that. Anyway, it was just funny because Mal said nothing. She didn't
I
say
panicked.
it. She panicked and just went,
Mosquito.
it would have been, if you would have said that, that would have been at least something. You said nothing and just went. And I'm like, it was great. 100 bits from Cryon8472. Cryon, thank you. 300 bits from Prince. You ever seen those videos where the guys fill ant hills with aluminum? You talking about fire ants reminded me of them. He then takes the cooled metal sculptures, cleans them out, and I think turns them into coffee tables. It's cool stuff. I've seen that
them.
before.
They're really cool looking.
I've seen that before, and it's just a reminder of how deep those ant hills can actually go. Because some of the stuff they pull out there is like 6 feet long.
I've seen
Which is nuts.
I've seen the finished product a lot, and different like types of ants make different style nests.
Yeah.
So I think that's neat to see.
We got 300 bits from Cryon who says, I love your Breath of the Wild stream, and I totally recommend discovering everything organically the first time. My wife says you should turn in your gamer card for not already playing Breath of the Wild until now. In all fairness, I would have played it, but I deliberately did not, just so we could
Do it this way.
Do it for everyone, so everyone could get a chance to see it. So, trust me, if this was not my job, if playing video games for folks was not my job, then I would have played it. But I wanted to share that experience of us playing a Zelda game for the first time ever. And it should have happened a lot sooner than this, but you know, Fallout. 100 bits from Shane Leith. Shane, thank you. 6 months from Frora Wolf, who says, don't get to watch a lot due to working third shift at the moment and sleeping through it, but I'm glad to catch breakfast stream every now and again. Well, I'm glad you're here this morning.
Yeah.
And I hope you're having a good morning. 300 bits from Shane, who says, well, you gave me this idea a long time ago on some other breakfast streams, so here we go. How long will this go on? Who knows? Hello and welcome to Stephen Reads. Today we're reading Warriors Into the Wild by Aaron Hunter. Prologue. A half moon glowed on smooth granite boulders, turning them silver. The silence was broken only by the ripple of water from the swift black river and the whisper of trees in the forest beyond. It would probably take a while for me to get through a book that way. 500 bits from Relanika. For the first time ever, I'm able to see Breakfast Stream live. I live on the West Coast, so 6 a.m. and I aren't really friends, so now I get to experience what the party is really like. This is it! This is the party! It is harder for the folks on the West Coast.
Yeah.
The show is designed... the show is really designed around my schedule. Which is, can I get up at 8 and be ready to stream at 9? Yes. Yes, I can. So I can do that. So it's easier for East Coast, but we've also got... we get a fair bit of folks in Europe who watch. Any further east than that, and I think it gets a little too late.
Yeah.
Although I remember when Fossix lived in Japan. Fossix was watching at what is it there, 11? 10 or 11 p.m.?
I think it was 10 because when we were there, I think we were streaming at 10 p.m.
That's right. So... And then, of course, if Jules is ever here, then I'm wondering about Jules' sleep schedule. 300 bits from Platinum Pikachu 153. My favorite scientific animal name is troglodytes, the Eurasian wren. It means cave dweller, even though it's usually a woodland bird. It sounds like someone didn't name that well. So where did you see this bird? A cave. Okay, we'll call it cave dweller. Oh, wait, that was the other one. Oh, we've already named it. Can't go back.
Nope.
It's impossible. Platinum Pikachu, thank you. Also, I never rolled beans.
I know.
I never rolled beans.
I know.
But, we have had such early beans.
Now it's later
It's
beans.
nice.
Yeah, it's later.
He realized it. Oh, no, I knew the whole stream. I was willing to do it if chat was completely filled with beans at any point. I was like, I'll run it. But it never completely filled with beans, so I was like, I'm just gonna wait. Because we've been doing so many early beans. I was like, yeah, let's do some late beans. Let's change it up a little bit. I made the conscious effort to not. Yes, I did. Shout out to all of our patrons. We appreciate you and thank you for the support. I was like, what time of the month is it? It's the middle of the month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm hoping that the rest of July goes pretty well, and I'll have some fun stuff to announce next month. We'll see. So far, so good. so far, so good. 19 months from Ark the Golfer says, hello, grandparents. This is my first time catching Breakfast Stream live because of work, but I always enjoy watching you guys. Thank you for always bringing joy into my life. I'm surprised this morning by how many folks have said this is their first time watching live. We've had like 5 or something?
Yeah.
There's always folks that say, I haven't been able to catch it in a while, but there's been like 5 different folks that we've read alerts from that are like, this is my very first time being here, and that's really neat. Cool. I'm glad you're here. 300 bits from Tipsy Taj. Steven, when you say my name, it's Taj, like Taj Mahal. Tipsy Taj. I've had a tendency of not correcting people about that starting in 5th grade when my teacher called me Taz for half the year. Ah.
I think I had a student named Taj.
I see. I will do my best to commit that to memory. And probably the next 2 to 3 times, I'll read it Taj, and then my brain will immediately be like, nope, it's Taj. And then I'll correct myself until it's finally committed to memory. Taj. Got it. Also, I think it's great that was your message because you knew that I wouldn't say it. Taj. And then also 200 bits from Arpiga.
I think there's more art. Because Brandon had to head out and said that there's show stuff in the mod channel.
Okay. Well, if one of the mods wants to run the art, then we'll take a look. I'm surprised. We normally don't have art. This is by Danny T. Big sigh. I love it. That's your face a lot.
Yeah.
I can't imagine why though. I'm not sure why you would sigh. Oh man, this is by Sephiroth. May we have the sauce? Sauce.
I like to think that they're chanting sauce, and I'm just like,
sauce.
It's good music for that. Skip with my Creole band. Man, what even?
What even?
Anyway.
Coffee.
So today, Turtle Dragoon is gifting 5 subs to the community. Thank you for the milk.
I just heard Kippy.
Ridley.
Smash Ultimate. Yeah.
Ridley on Smash Ultimate. Fun character. Super fun character. And then the first 20 stream.
Yes.
It's the big thing. And, as always, going to try and get started earlier in the day than later. I think last time I started around 3 p.m. Eastern. I think that was about when I started. And that was good that I started then because I had...
Played some RPGs.
Had some RPGs to play. If I can get started by 3 again, that would be great. Based on previous experiences, it almost certainly won't be before that, unfortunately. But I'll try to at least get started by then. Might be later. So, just check in every once in a while. I'll post about it on Twitter too whenever we go live. We got 300 bits from JJ. JJ102. My name is pronounced JJ. First live stream ever. Thank you for making my birthday morning awesome.
Happy birthday.
I hope you all have an amazing day. Much love. Happy birthday, JJ. I hope the rest of your day goes well. Do something fun for you. It's, times are hard enough. Find something to bring you happiness and joy today. The 5 gift subs from Turtle Dragoon went to Wonton24, Jade X Mickey, Rooch the Nerd, CJB256, and Joe Sephiroth. Turtle Dragoon, thank you. We also had a sub from Shadow Blades 334. Welcome.
That's a 7, Stephen. It's 337.
So it is. So it
334.
is. So it is. That is a 7. But what is a 7? But a 4 with 3 friends. Tendercrow gives a sub to JJ102. Tendercrow, thank you. That was kind. I think we're all set there then.
Yeah,
I think we're all set.
I think we are.
Scooting out of here before we turn into a 90-minute stream. Thank you all for watching. Again, I'll be live later today with at least 4 games. Possibly some that are we vote on, which would be fun.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping.
I won't be there.
No, you won't.
You keep saying we'll be there.
Did I say that?
Yeah, a lot.
Well, you know why I say it.
Yeah.
It's because my verbiage that I use in basically every aspect of my life is we.
I know.
There's very few things I do by myself. Very few.
I know.
Like, in fact, so little that it's basically First 20 stream. I do First 20 stream and Morning Mario by myself, but like every other aspect of my life is done with you. Whether it's shopping or...
You're like, we are going to play some games. We will be there, I don't know when.
Purple Boy says you're a package deal. It's true. It's true. Like, we do everything together. I mean, really, truly, like...
Yeah.
We're very much... we almost are never apart. This is very inappropriate music for this. A real small unit. Creepy music. Have a wonderful day, and I do hope that you'll join me later on in the late afternoon for First 20. We'll be playing some games. It should be a good time. Landing on a dark planet together. Just like the white-winged dove sings a song just like we're singing. Who, baby, who, who.